Hey guys, hope you guys are having a good weekend. This is Fatal. Today I would just like to go over the differences between Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 2042. I actually got to play last night when the game actually came out, and I actually played the beta as well. And I'll have to say I was quite disappointed in the UI options when it comes to customization and stuff that you can do for Battlefield 2042. With it being a newer game, and obviously, they've had years to perfect the UI on the Battlefield, and for whatever reason, they decided to throw a game out there with limited options to customizations in the UI. Now, we're going to take Battlefield 4, for example, to compare to 2042, because most of these other games, Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, they pretty much got the same thing as Battlefield 4 does when it comes to customizations. But anyways, let's get in here and try to see the differences, and then I'm going to go to Battlefield 2042 and show you the differences. We're going to try to not take all night with this, but here, let's get it done. Alright, so first thing you want to do, obviously, if you don't know how already, go to More, go to Options, and alright, so controls. The controls pretty much in 2042 are pretty much the same as this right here. I mean, there's not much different. They're in different spots in there, but they are there. Now, where the changes come or don't come is in gameplay. Now, you know how advanced the settings and stuff in your gameplay can be. Now, for me, this is where it was really challenging last night when we started the game up. And I was hoping they fixed all this when the beta came out, between that and when the game opened for us guys. But they don't, none of these advanced options, probably at least 85% of these options that are in here that really help you with customization and everything. You have customizations for your minimap, soldier hip fire reticle, you've got options for that, that's in there. Your soldier optics reticle, that's in there. But the problem with that one is you can't adjust the size of your reticle and the color. I mean, you can change the color and stuff, but this right here, your soldier optics reticle, is just one of my problems that I was having. I don't really play vehicle stuff very much, so none of that really pertains to me. This is pretty much for, your foot soldiers and stuff, your infantry. So the vehicles doesn't really make that much of a difference to me. Your hit indicator on here, you've actually got that in there, so you don't have to worry about that. You can still set up your hit indicators, your difference between headshot, just hitting them, and then kill shots and all that. All of that is still in there. But you're really limited on your enemy HUD stuff and everything else. Like, let's see here, like your friend HUD world icons and stuff. Personally, you can't hardly set none of this stuff up. Like when I go in, like in here, I can set all this stuff to personalize my experience when it comes to how I want to set things up. Like health bar visibility and zoom. All right, yeah, I mean you can change that to where all that disappears as soon as you zoom in. And then you got your info visibility, and zoom. You can set this all to where as soon as you scope in, you can make all that disappear. I'm talking about all the eye candy crap and everything else while you're in the middle of the game playing. Things that get in the way. And with Battlefield 2042, and what was it, 3 or 4 of those of the DICE people, different 3 or 4 of groups of people actually working on this game, and they couldn't even get the UI correct on the game. So yeah, this is things that need to be in the game. DICE, you guys need to really get this right. I know you still let it out early before it's supposed to be released, but these are just things that are missing out of you guys' UI that's just not there. And I know if it bothers me, it's going to bother other people. So yeah, you might want to put this stuff in there so people can, adjust their in-game capabilities to how they want to, you know, make their game look and stuff. So that's gameplay, and gameplay, in my opinion, is probably one of the biggest things they left out of the game when it comes to how you can actually adjust everything. You know, base options, like I said, your base options are kind of still there. There's really no issues with your base options. Audio still good. Everything on here is in there. Your video, for the most part, everything in video is there. Let's see here. You know, obviously you can change your resolution and all that stuff and everything that you usually do. I mean, it's no, it's not going to be too hard to get all that and figure it all out. But there is quite a few things that are, you know, not in the UI right now. But personally, all of this is in there. Okay, and then your key bindings. Key bindings, this is where it really aggravates me. Okay, I'm really used to having all my key bindings set up a certain way. You know, like me, I've got key bindings on my mouse. Okay, some people don't do that. They just choose to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. I want to keep my fingers on WSAD at least 90% of the time, where I don't have to take my fingers off of those keys. And you know, you take a chance of getting killed or something else in that split second. You're trying to reach up and hit the revive paddle or your medic bag, you know, stuff like that. So on foot, the difference with this here is, like, okay, let's go down here just for example. Like for me, I actually put the prone on my E, and then I have on my side of my mouse, I actually use the reload button. I use the bottom mouse button, and then for you know, my weapons and stuff, I go XY. I go this. I select primary weapon and secondary weapon. First primary weapon is up, secondary is down. All right, so, and then, you know, that basically keeps me from scrolling all the way through all my weapons and shit. But anyways, that's just that. We get down here to the other keybinds I was talking about. Like here, you know, toggle gadget 1. You know, I hit mouse 4 for that, which is, I believe it's this one. No, my mouse 4 is going to be my top left button, or actually the side left button. All right, and then you got toggle gadget number 2, which is going to be your mouse 2 button, which is going to be your click button on your mouse scroll wheel. All right, now that's what I use for, you know, this one right here is my med bag, and this one here is my revive paddles. You know, easy peasy, you know, and I could just do it really fast. But the problem with Battlefield 2042 is you have no toggle gadget 1 and toggle gadget 2, which basically enables me to actually, you know, pull the revolver paddle out real quick, do what I need to do with it, hit the button again, and it's gone. And the way they have it set up in Battlefield 2042, you click on it, it stays out. If you pull the med bag out, it stays out. And it won't go back up unless you scroll to another weapon or pick another weapon or something else to get off that med bag. And as soon as you throw the med bag on the ground, it'll switch to your pistol or something else. So yeah, DICE needs to fix that. That's just one of the problems I've found with the game so far when it comes to that kind of stuff. Yeah, like I said, I don't know much about the in-vehicle, in-jet, helicopter, all that stuff, because I usually play infantry most of the time. But yeah, so everything else is just fine. But that's where I think most people are going to have the issues with their game and stuff. And the biggest thing that's missing out of the keybinds, in my opinion, is the toggle gadget 1 and toggle gadget 2. The gadget 1 and gadget 2 thing is there, but it's not. You can't toggle it. So you don't even have toggle weapon, toggle primary. Well, you do have a toggle primary weapon. I'll take that back. But yeah, so you should be able to do that stuff, and that's just some of the stuff that's not in here that I don't know which developer, which one of them sit down and made this. I mean, really all they had to do was copy what was in Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 5 with the UI as far as the settings go. Now, you can make it look all pretty if you want to, but the settings need to be to where people can customize their game. That's all I'm saying. All right, so let's get out of this and let's get over to Battlefield 2042, so we can check out that one compared to Battlefield 4, and you're going to see the differences that I'm talking about. Hey guys, welcome to Fatal Error Gaming. Today, we're going to be going over the UI in this game because last night I went over so many different things and just couldn't figure out a lot of things. I know it's going to take time, but there's just so many things that are missing. Like, you go to key bindings, okay? We go to on foot. You got your regular stuff here, but it's like they took stuff out that they had in the other games that they need to fix. And when we played the beta, I understand it was just beta, but this is a released game now, and there are things that should be in here that's not in here from other Battlefield games. It's like they just forgot that they made another Battlefield. So it's just as much as basically being able to, let's see, for example, toggle gadget 1, toggle gadget 2. All you have is one toggle here, which is underbarrel. And most of us are not going to be toggling underbarrel. Alright, so I should be able to toggle gadget 1 and gadget 2. Alright, and it's not letting me toggle those. As soon as I push the button in, whatever I take out basically stays out until I make it go back in by having to push another button or something else to actually get the weapon to go back in. Yeah, so that stuff's not here. And it's going to take you a while as well to try to do any kind of key bindings that you want to do, because everything's just really wonky in here right now. I'm really happy for how good the game's running, but as far as the UI goes, there's a lot of things that are just, they need to fix really bad. We're going to get into the game here in a minute and actually show you some of the settings that we can and can't do. Alright, so just bear with me. Okay, there's just one other thing that I would like to show you guys as well, that I'd like to put in the middle of this video, and that is the way your loadout is when you go into each game. So we're just going to go to Portal to begin with here, just to go to something. Go up here to Browse. We'll see if I can find us a Nashar Canal server that's not really high ping. I mean, it ain't like we're going to go like in there and just play. So, but we're going to find a Nashar Canal because it's freaking awesome that they've got these, this map is just freaking awesome. So anyways, let's get in one of these so I can show you what I'm talking about when it comes to your loadout. Because basically, every time you quit a game and go back into another game, you've got to reset your loadout up every single time. Why, DICE? Why are we doing this? Why do we have to do that? We shouldn't have to do that. It should be something that it remembers, just like all the rest of the Battlefield games. I should not have to redo my stuff every time. Because like right now, I'm loading into the game. What happens when I load in with, 5 people staring at me, and then I've got a crappy loadout? I shouldn't have to change my scope and everything else as soon as the freaking I leave the game. So yeah, let me show you what I'm talking about. So you get in here, go in your game. The map is freaking awesome though, and we did not want this game. See what I mean? I just played this a while ago, and I had it on the M16A3. It starts me off with that gun. Why? That's completely stupid. Alright, so we're going to go back over here, and we're going to go to put my stuff back on medic. That's what it was before I started this video. Alright, so you go back in here, and automatically I've got to freaking set my stuff up. I'm down to iron sights. How stupid is that? DICE needs to fix that. So you're just going to want to hold down T and make sure you're holding down T. Click on each thing that you want on here. And you notice that says Cobra sight, right? Alright, Cobra, everybody knows, is 2 lines and 1 line. It's not a red dot or nothing else. Then you got your foregrip and heavy barrel. I don't know where the heavy barrel is at. I know the other night they had the heavy barrel on here. I don't know where it went to. But anyways, so yeah, you got to do that every single freaking time that you come into play. Now I got it. Now see, it's the red dot. Does that look like the Cobra to you? No. So DICE, you need to fix your Cobra. It's, I can't do nothing with this. I mean, the red dot's alright, don't get me wrong, but it says Cobra. Why do I have the red dot? All right. Another thing, okay, when I pull out my revolver paddles, I should be able to click the same button to put those back up. I can't. I have to freaking scroll or do something to get them off my screen. All right. I have my primary and secondary set up on my scroll wheel where primary is up, secondary is down. Okay. But when I hit the click button on here in Battlefield 3, I could just hit that one more time and put the paddles back up. I can't do that without switching to something else. All right. Med bags, same way. Okay. It doesn't give me the option to just straight off throw that thing on the ground. I should be able to toggle that to where as soon as I pull it out, it throws it on the ground. I don't have to hold it in my hand or hit an extra button to throw it on the ground. You know, that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? There it is. You know, I gotta hold it in my damn hand. I don't want to hold it in my hand. I want to throw it down where I can go back to doing what I need to do. All right? And that's just some of it that's kind of aggravating. But, you know, everybody's different. So, I don't know. See, I should be able to hit my button again and put the med bag back up if I don't want to use it. They won't let me do that. But anyways, let's just do a little walk around on the map here real quick, and we'll get on back to the game. So pretty much everything in this redo of the Nashar Canals is pretty much the same. This was not in the original. All right. So the crane is different, obviously. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet. I need to actually play Recon probably and see if I can do it. But I don't know, you might be able to parachute on this one. I'm assuming you might be able to. If not, nobody's going to be able to get up there. You know, so, you know, that may be the only downside to this. But anyway, that's there. This is there. All this over here is still the same as the original Battlefield Nashar Canals. Everything inside here is still the same. That wasn't there. I don't even know. I don't even think those blow up. I thought maybe those would blow up or something. Maybe they added something to it. But all of this was here. You know. All of this was here. Now, when you get over here, now there's only one forklift. Okay. So over here you got two forklifts. All right. And then you got two forklifts here. There was only one. This is the only one that was in the original. This one was not here, and this one was not here. All right, so that's two different forklifts. All right, this is all this is the same. So nothing's changed on that. Everything's still the same on that. This forklift was here. All this is the same. I think this is I can't remember, but I don't think this one